Today I want to do something a little bit different on the channel. I want to show you one of my projects that I'm working on for my upcoming Disney Dream Cruise. For a little while now, I've been wanting to take part in the fish extender that people partake in on Disney Cruise. Now, I'm not going to officially partake. I have not joined a fish extender group, but I do want to create a fish extender to hang outside our room, just to kind of add to our room decoration. If you have never done a fish extender before, this is basically what they are. It's a hanging organizer with various pockets, and people will usually have custom ones or various different designs, and they'll hang them outside of their room. Now, a fish extender is basically a fish extender exchange is a way that people exchange gifts during the Disney cruise, and you can usually sign up to the fish extender group on the likes of Facebook. But you don't have to officially sign up to take part. So you can also just pixie dust people. And pixie dusting is just that you may bring on some little gifts. And if you see a door that you like, you can drop your gifts into the pockets on somebody's fish extender. So you can formally sign up to these exchanges on Facebook, usually in the cruise group for your cruise, or you can just simply take part in pixie dusting. So you can just go around, and if you like someone's door, you can drop a little gift for them, and then you might get some little gifts in return as well. Now, obviously, that's not guaranteed, and it is just a little bit of fun. It's not an activity that's officially endorsed by Disney by any means, but it is a very popular activity. So I've been wanting to create a fish extender for myself and my husband for a while, but I want to do a DIY version. So I want to turn this into something that's just a little bit more us. So let's see how it goes. So as I say, I want to do a custom fish extender for us. So I've bought this plain white one, and I'm going to dye this black just using Dylon. And I'm really hoping that the dye will actually take to this material, fingers crossed. I've also picked up some decorative patches. I'm going for a Nightmare Before Christmas theme for us. So I've gotten those, and I also have some letters as well, 2 packets of letters, so that I have enough so that we can maybe do our names on this when we're done. So these are iron on patches, and then these letters, they're actually like stickers, so I will probably put a little bit of fabric glue just to keep those on, and these will be ironed on. So hopefully it will work out. I'm hoping that the dye will take. We'll see how it goes. These supplies, I've bought everything from Amazon. I've been a bit short on time to do this project, so everything was ordered on Amazon, and I'll pop some links in the description below, because fingers crossed, if this turns out okay, you might want to try something similar yourself. So let's see how this works out.
So the first thing I did was place the fish extender into the washing machine. You pull off the tab on the Dylon pod and place it into the machine with the fish extender. Set your temperature to between 30 and 40 degrees, that's what's recommended by Dylon. So I placed mine at 40 degrees for synthetics and let the washing machine do its thing. You'll start to see, as everything moves, you'll start to see the water getting dyed in the machine. Once it was complete, I took out the fish extender and the empty pod. Initially, I didn't think that the dye had taken very well. It was quite pale, so it didn't come out an intense black. It did come out more of a kind of a faded grey denim. But actually, I think that this turned out quite nicely. Now, it was quite crumpled when it came out of the washing machine, so you do need to iron the fish extender just to get some of those creases out and to fix any of the edges that were kind of rolling in towards each other. So I then started to kind of get an idea of where I wanted to place my patches and my lettering. So before I actually permanently stuck them down, I did a dry run, just positioning everything so I'd know how I wanted it to sit when I was eventually going to permanently stick those down. So once I was happy with the positioning of everything, it was then time to iron everything on. I decided I would iron on the patches first and get those done before the lettering. So once my iron was heated up, I went ahead, ironed the patches directly onto the fish extender. Initially I ironed direct onto the patch, I then put the towel over again and just gave it a going over to make sure that it was properly stuck down. So I repeated this for all of the various patches. Once my patches were ironed on, I then moved on to my lettering. Now these are sticky back lettering, but I did also use a hot glue gun to add an extra layer of adhesive to the letters just to make sure that they would be permanently stuck down and that they weren't going to fall off the fish extender. So obviously if you are using something like a hot glue gun, do be careful when using it as it does get quite hot. So once everything was stuck down, I just went over, pressed everything down again, made sure everything was stuck. Any patches that had any little edges lifting, I just made sure that those were stuck. I used a little bit of hot glue. And simple as that, the fish extender was complete. So very little to the process. I'm really happy with how it turned out. The wooden pole, I just sprayed that black with some black spray that I had here at home, and my husband 3D printed some ends for the wooden pole, some little Mickey heads. So you can see here how it looked on our door on the cruise. So really happy with how this turned out. It was very inexpensive, and we were generously gifted lots of pixie dust on our cruise.